Hi, Stella here. How have you been? I have something new to share. Normally, my videos are about process videos, where I show you how I paint my words. But today marks a brand new approach where I'm actually going to share with you the reasons and inspirations behind which I create each artwork. I want to talk about something I've really only come to understand since becoming an artist: the power of language. Growing up, I didn't really have it. I am the product of a horrible marriage, with parents who were too busy fighting each other to have time to listen to their kids. As a child, I was relegated to the background, not a priority, and it felt like what I had to say didn't matter. In fact, nothing about me mattered. If you're also a child from a bad marriage, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Their problems, their worries, their aspirations basically outrank the child's need, the child's fear, the child's everything. We are at the bottom of their priority, so we need to learn to keep quiet, stop bothering them, and just get on with it. The few times in my life I requested attention, I was told I was selfish and it wasn't about me. So for a long time, I didn't even realize how much I was missing. Without language, without the vocabulary to describe what was happening around me, I felt powerless. You may ask, what's the big deal with the absence of language? Well, when you can't even identify and name what you're experiencing, how do you even ask for help? For instance, how do you tell the doctor your arm hurts when you can't even describe how it hurts? Throbbing, pinching, or what? If you grew up being told to stop talking, don't make a sound, never share anything outside the family, because what you say is unimportant and your feelings are a joke. They don't mean anything. You're just selfish. It's not all about you. I'm the one putting food on the table. Shouldn't my feeling count more than your feeling? My emotions count more than yours? But they were my parents, so I believed them. So I stopped trying to share my feelings of happiness, my day, my fear, my everything with them, because I thought that was the right way to be. But how can it be? It's like painting this flower, not having the branches and the root connecting to one another, then you can't really blossom. By the time I realized something was terribly wrong with me, I was already in my 20s. The first sign I noticed something was terribly wrong with me was I have zero solid composite of who I am. Kind of like the silhouette, I kept nitpicking at it, trying to change it because I hate looking at my parents. So I starved myself and developed anorexia, hoping to achieve certain perfection that would remove me from who my parents were. There was no glow. Then it became about seeking validation for who I am by taking on jobs and responsibilities I really shouldn't have. But I never glow like this painting. I have no idea what I was doing, and the emotions just kept on bubbling up and bubbling up. That was my entire 20s and 30s. Honestly, I wasn't even aware I suffered from PTSD until I started experiencing disassociation, flashbacks, and repeat nightmares. Not to mention general anxiety and random panic attacks. These symptoms eventually started affecting my overall mental and physical health, so I sought professional help, and at the same time, in the strangest way, I also started painting intuitively. It wasn't until I became an artist that I started to see how much words can do. Language isn't just about talking. It's a way to connect with others and make sense of the world. I was introduced to Brené Brown's Atlas of the Heart book, and in it she talked about how words can build bridges or create walls, and that's so true. Once I started finding the right words, I began to feel a shift, that I could finally express what I've been feeling all those years and not feel ashamed. When I started to articulate my feelings, it was like a door open. Naming my emotions helped me understand them better and talk about them in a way that connected me with others. Maybe that's why I paint intuitively, because, didn't they say a picture really is worth 1,000 words? Each painting I create tells a story, one built on my life experiences and memories, the good, the bad, and the ugly, to be perfectly cliche. Through my art, I found a way to express what I couldn't say with words, or what I'm just still too afraid to say. I guess it's my way of connecting with others, of speaking without speaking, and building relationship in a way that feels true to who I am and who you are. Next time, when you come to my show, ask me about my art. This one is called One Shot to My Heart. Basically, a 9-year-old me holding on to the exploding emotions and negativities I couldn't comprehend. And the one next, this one is called Chromatic Composition 1. It's a projection of myself into the future, but I couldn't even see my own face clearly, so it just blobs of colors. And this I created earlier this year. Basically, is my fight against lupus, that despite it all, we still have a choice to choose to blossom into whoever we want to be, even if it's fantastical and strange and beautiful. Don't ever let anyone strip away your own power of language. Speak.